What's yawning? My name is Detroit Schomburg, born and raised in Davenport, Iowa, and now I'm here in Lynn County. And before we get into anything too heavy, let me tell you a little bit about who I am.
Wake up, entertainment!
See, I was the kid that was scribbling over Captain Underpants comic books. I was writing poems in 5th grade, designing posters in Microsoft Word, just because I could. Cartoons, poetry, art, it all stuck with me early. My mom kept us in programs that fed us creatively. She'd make instruments out of rice, beans, and shoeboxes, and my aunt, she liked to draw. My mom encouraged us to sing and be ourselves, and that's where my story starts, with love, creativity, and the people who saw me. But it wasn't all art supplies and cartoons. My mom passed away in 2008, and on top of that loss, I experienced some things as a kid that made me feel unsafe and unseen. That shaped everything. It shaped how I learned, how I slept, how I saw myself. What saved me were safe adults who showed up with kindness and consistency. They lit the way when I couldn't see it for myself. And that's why I'm here now, to help light the way for someone else. These days you might have seen me teaching cooking classes, selling designs and sleepy merch, or even playing Santa at the New Bow City Market. Yeah, the real Santa. I create as he falls asleep, music and art for the silly, artsy big dreamers to remind us that we are brighter when we think. Welcome to the Wake Up Club. Every Tuesday, we're gonna wake up to what's real, put names to our experiences, and learn how to heal together. Today, we're gonna talk about something that affects way more of us than you think. Let's get into it. What are ACEs? ACEs stands for Adverse Childhood Experiences, basically traumatic events before you turn 18. That mess with your sense of safety, your well-being. We're talking about things like physical, emotional, or sexual abuse, witnessing domestic violence in the home, neglect, having a parent with mental illness, substance use issues, losing a parent to death or divorce, or incarceration, experiencing racism, discrimination, or community violence. Now here's what shocked me. 62% of Iowa adults experience at least one ACE. That's more than half of us. And for our young people, 77.6% of Iowa high schoolers reported experiencing at least one ACE. That means if you're watching this and you're nodding your head, thinking, yeah, that's me, you're not alone. Not even close. So why does this matter? Here's the thing about childhood trauma. It doesn't just live in your memories. It lives in your body. When a child experiences stress that's powerful, frequent, and unpredictable, their brain and body get stuck in survival mode. Their heart rate stays elevated, stress hormones flood their system, and over time, that changes how their brain develops. That's what happened to me. The trauma I experienced as a kid, it affected everything, including my sleep. I was diagnosed with narcolepsy at the age of 18. My dream box malfunctions. Sometimes a dream drops right in the middle of my day. Whether the trauma caused it or just made it worse, I'll never know for sure. But I do know my nervous system never learned how to fully rest. Living with both taught me how deeply our experiences shape our bodies and minds. And just like bad experiences can change your brain, so can good ones. Those are called positive childhood experiences, or PCEs. Things like safe and stable relationships, feeling like you belong, having adults who believe in you, communities where you feel seen and valued. A national study found that even for people who've experienced ACEs, having positive childhood experiences improved their health and reduced mental health risk in adulthood. And that's what this club is about. We can't undo what happened, but we can create the relationships, the habits, and the healing that changes what happens next. For me, it was those safe adults, the mentors, the teachers, who showed up consistently. They didn't fix everything, but they reminded me I wasn't alone. And that made all the difference. And that's what we're building here, a community where we wake up to what's real, where we named what happened, and where we heal together. So here's what I want you to do this week. Check in with yourself. Ask yourself, what did I experience as a kid that I've never named out loud? Who are the safe adults in my life? And how can I be that for someone else? What's one small thing I can do this week to feel more connected? I've got resources below, including a family's ACEs assessment and local mental health support right here in Lynn County. Next week, we're diving into something a lot of y'all deal with: when kids curse. What's really going on? We're going to talk about where it comes from and what to do about it. This is the WAIQ UHP Club. We post every Tuesday on YouTube. Share this to someone who needs to hear it. And remember, we heal together.
Wait, why spelled that way? That don't make a lick of sense.
Where we wake up to what's real, where we named what happened, and where we heal together.